any better word you could think of to describe Dean Wade on their court than just like scrappy?
Better word. He's testing my vocabulary, which is no. Dean is. I'm again going to be myself here and talk. No, Dean is just a consummate pro, a guy that works, and we have a lot of those. I mean, everybody seems to come and bring it every single day, but Dean is no different. He does what's needed for this team, and you could see that tonight. I don't even know what the stat sheet says, but I know he made a ton of big plays, blocked lobs, got rebounds, made several big threes. I mean, he's 4 for 7 from 3, which was huge. Still looking like Shaq from the free throw line, but outside of that, he's been phenomenal. But yeah, 13 and 5 off the bench with 3 steals. I mean, that's big time after, getting some DNPs coming in and playing 35 minutes and making a big difference for us. I'm not gonna say we've come to expect that, but he's a type of guy that's talented, big, allows us to continue to play the way that we want to play and hit big shots tonight for us. So again, he just does whatever is necessary. But yeah, scrappy is definitely a good word. But I mean, for lack of a better and less boring term, he's just a professional.
When you are playing like you were in the third quarter, 14 points, I think it was 4 3-pointers you would hit in that quarter. How much fun is that? And then how much do you feel like your teammates are feeding off of that energy?
Yeah, no, I definitely think that we feed off each other when guys are having moments like that. I think the ball has energy too, but I honestly have to credit JB for, obviously my teammates were finding me, but credit, definitely JB for that. Cause, naturally it's been, tough for me to find those type of moments when, since Ricky's gone down and continue to be super efficient, but, just having constant, conversations with JB and, him having ultimate, confidence in me, especially in that second unit. I think that was, what put me in position tonight to be extremely effective and just shoot the ball with a lot of confidence like I have been all year.
Thanks, sir.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Hey guys, Isaac is super energetic, and it seems like the group as a whole, feeds off of that. How about you individually? In what way do you feed off of Isaac's energy?
I mean, I told Isaac tonight, I thought he, between him and Dean, like those guys won us the game for sure. And, before Isaac went out with, I think it was when he went out with COVID, but before that, he had strung together multiple games of, around, I think it was mid-teens in points, but it's all the other stuff that he does as well. He gets offensive rebounds. He puts a ton of pressure on teams when he's on the break. He helps us get to the bonus early. It helps a guy like, myself or some of the subs, and we come in, late in the first or third quarter, especially, to get our offense going, to get to the free throw line, allow us to continue to put that pressure on the rim. But again, I think he's helping a guy even like Lamar, using their, their physical specimens. They're using their bodies to take advantage of guys that are playing that, 2 or 3 position, or if they put, a 1 on him, he's just taking advantage of his size. So I think, he was great for us tonight when he scored 13 points, I believe. Where am I looking here? Yeah, Isaac had 14, 6 rebounds. He just did everything while always guarding typically the best, perimeter player on the offensive end on their side. So there's a lot of things he does well, and he just continues to grow in the space that he's in. But I think especially these last 6 weeks, he's been playing great.
The arena feels different when you go on the flurry that you went on in the third quarter. And the last 3 that you hit, everybody went nuts.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean to you to have that moment, given everything that has transpired the last couple of years?
It's great. Just, I think the world that we live in now, people tend to have, quick memories. I'm thankful for that. And I think in this league, like, fortune and momentum can change on a dime. I mean, I was talking to Kobe quick after the game. just that, and Mike Gansey, just that, we're 10 games over 500 right now. I think that's what's making not only myself and the team and the organization, but the fans really excited too. They love to see us have success. So I think winning changes a lot, and learning from some mistakes. I've even talked about in the past week or two, just learning from mistakes. I think I'm still young enough that I can change, even though these guys call me the old man and Uncle Kevin. So no, I definitely think it's just it's a beautiful thing to see the fans get excited for all of us. I mean, it's Dean Wade hitting a big shot. Evan making the spectacular plays that he does. Darius hitting that 3 in the corner was beautiful. Just, big plays down the stretch, and really feeling that energy that, for me, myself, I felt those 4 years when we were making our runs. It's amazing to see.
Thank you.
Kelsey Rose of The Athletic. Kevin, throughout the game, guys had their moments, like your run, Isaac's run, Dean's threes. How does that showcase who you guys are and how you built like this team when like the guys contribute throughout the game and there's multiple guys that are contributing, I guess?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's huge. I just, obviously mentioned Dean being a pro, but we're like I feel like we're one of the teams in the league, and maybe the team in the league, that's the ultimate like share the wealth team. And I think that's beautiful. We really pay it forward for the next guy. We trust that extra pass. We trust guys to make the right plays out there and understand that they have great intention in everything that they do. And we do, I should say. And I think that allows guys to play free and play for the next guy. I think that's that's the reason for a number of guys' success, is that, when we meet them at, before the bench or at half court, when these guys are coming out, it's just, another understanding that we appreciate you, and we see how hard you guys play, and that next man up mentality has been there for us and been a great thing. And I think that's helped guys play with a lot of confidence.
How have you guys built that throughout the season? I mean, like, I'm sure it obviously started in preseason, but and then as the season has gone on, like, what have you guys done to just continue building that and growing that, share the wealth and that trust?
Yeah, just communication. And literally every time we break down, we use one of our 5 words and details and one more, or compete. Like those 3 come up a lot. But I think, it's our constant communication and our belief system as a group is very, very high. And seeing the success that we have and understanding, first of all, we're not perfect, but we can grow so much even with where we are right now. And we can grow together because we have, outside of me, Doe, and Ed, so much youth. I think that is allowing us to, hopefully not look too far down the line, but to stay present and understand we can get a lot better.
What did it mean to have Rondo back tonight? And obviously he was around the team when he was out, but just having him back on the floor and, another veteran for you guys.
It's huge. I mean, what was he? 3 for 4 from the field, but, few rebounds, few assists. I mean, he's a guy that, it's a Hall of Famer out there. I mean, he's somebody that, can switch off onto, multiple players, hit shots, just does all the right things out there to help a team win. Just an incredibly savvy vet that can just flat out just get the job done.
Thank you.
Ashley Best on Cleveland.com. Kevin, when you watch Evan play, he just seems like, even though he's so young, he's so involved at the end of these close games. And today, when he misses those 2 free throws, he goes down and gets a big defensive board.
Yeah.
The fact that he's able to have such a short memory as a rookie, like, how big of a deal is that?
Huge. Coming from somebody who didn't have a short memory at that age, it's huge. That again, that belief system and quiet confidence he has is it's incredibly impressive. And that rebound that you're talking about was very impressive. As a monster rebound. Again, our Achilles heel the last couple of games has been our free throws. I know that we were I mean, we're 12 for 20 today, but we're not a 60% free throw shooting team. I imagine we're, at least 10% higher, at the very least. So, and then last game, it felt like we should have put that game away earlier, but our free throws and our 3-point shooting wasn't great. But, just back to Evan, it's impressive to, obviously you see all the tools, you see his game, you see the potential and where he can go. But just his overall poise and temperament is very impressive for somebody that age.
Free throws is actually going to be my follow-up. I know it's been rough for you guys the last 2 games. Are you seeing anything out there? Are you guys talking about it? Is it just a fluke thing at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, Evan had 3 of those go in and out at the end. And then, Dean Wade's a better shooter than he's shown at the free throw line. I know I only missed 1 tonight, but there were a couple last game. I missed 3 last game. I don't think I've missed 3 in a game all season. So I personally think it's a little bit of a fluke, but again, that's where the details come in, and we got to continue to shoot and work on that in practice.
Thanks.
Last 2, Serena, then Marla.
Kevin, with Darius tonight, one, are you noticing opponents guard him differently now, whether it's top liking or whatever? And what did you make of what he was able to give you guys out there?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's obviously had a few years on, or has a few years on Evan, a couple years on Evan in this league. But his ability to, just have that confidence and belief system in himself, because he puts in the work is incredibly impressive too. And I think I mentioned it on the road trip, the fact that, in Utah, it wasn't have the best offensive game, but he just stayed with it. And, that was the night he had his first triple double. I think, tonight is no different. They were trapping him. He was getting off the ball. And yet at the end of the game, when it became winning time, he hit a big shot for us and made some big plays. So, I mean, that's just who Darius is. He's our leader, especially out there on the floor with the ball in his hands. He's the head of the snake, the guy that, we trust to make the decisions. And, again, he's one of those guys that's my little brother. I can't say enough good things about him. He was great.
And then you guys are 9-2 at home in your last 11 games. As someone who's been around this league for a while, do you guys start thinking about like home court advantage in the playoffs and how important that is, or does it matter right now?
No, I think, I think it definitely matters. Coming from, I've obviously, been here when we've had home court in the playoffs, but not in the finals. And, there's obviously there's winning percentages that come into mind there. But again, we staying present, I think is huge for this group. Continuing to feel like we haven't arrived and haven't done anything. And having that wanting to gain respect in the league. And again, that underdog mentality that we have, we can't lose that. We got to bottle that and do anything we can to keep that. So I think us being challenged, and if teams start circle us on their calendar, then fine, but we just need to keep whatever it is that we have right now and continue to I know that will work, but just continue to have that mentality every single night when we got there on the floor.
Thank you.
Last one, Marla.
Marla Ridenour, Akron Beacon Journal. Yeah, Kevin, about your little brother, are you guys as close as it looks? And why do you think you clicked? Like what happened? Was it last season? I'm just wondering what happened there to really kind of bring you guys together?
Really, since he got here, just we have a number of people in common. I love it when Darius's mom, she checks in on me quite a bit as well. And when I missed her in Chicago and the whole family in Chicago, and she let me hear about it. So no, just it's one of those relationships that is going to be a bond that's going to go past the game of basketball. It's going to be a lifelong type of thing. And I think that Darius and I both know that. And, I've just tried to be one of the guys, one of the vets, in his life that, kind of like my father in that respect, that showed him what to do and what not to do. And I'm just thankful that, he's just a very curious person as well. It's not only about the basketball player with him, it's about the person. And that's I think why DG is becoming such a great leader as well. He just has that personality that is really hard not to like. Yet he's still, still growing into himself and hasn't settled into who he is yet. So that's, I think, a beautiful thing. And it's been amazing to see him take the leap this year and put in the work and see it pay off.
Just one more quick one. Is there something you always tell him what to do or what not to do? Something stick out there on your message?
Yeah, pass me the fuck. No, no, I'm what no, honestly, just for him, it's just to keep leading us. I think JB would say the same thing. We look to him, and in some cases it's a burden and it's a lot of responsibility, but he has it in him to be, a great leader in this league. And we see that in him and we believe in him. So just keep leading us.
Thank you.